What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today we have more unfortunate information in the gaming world. It just does not end. Over and over again, we keep getting bad news about prices going up, people being laid off, companies going down, people getting fired, and just more and more just very negative stuff in the gaming world. And unfortunately, we have more negative and unfortunate news coming from Insider Gaming. If you would like to read the article, it will be in the description. It says exclusive: Eidos Montreal cancels 7+ year in development title that cost hundreds of millions. So I don't know what game this was. I don't think anybody knew. This is pretty much what the article is going to tell us, is that there was a new game that was coming out. 7 years in the making. It is crazy how you can spend 7 years on a project and just like that, it is done and it's not coming out. And now either you lose your job after working 7 years on one project, or you have to move on to another project. And who knows, the people working on these kind of games, they really have a lot of, passion for what they're doing, a lot of work that is put into these games, and just like that, it's scrapped. So let's kind of read this, see what's going on, and take it from there. So guys, let's get into it. It says yesterday's Eidos Montreal layoffs were due to the cancellation of Wildlands, a game that had been in development since early 2019. First reported by Insider Gaming in December 2025, the project was known as P11, as it was the 11th project in development at the studio. All right. According to sources, the game had been struggling for years with 4 different game engines used throughout development, narrative direction conflicts, and a budget that had been exploded to several $100 million. That is crazy. I don't understand why these games continue to think they have to spend $200 million on a video game. I do not believe they have to. I think the only way you can justify that is if you are making games like Call of Duty, which will make their money back for sure, or Grand Theft Auto. Those are like the two only main games that can do something like that. These games that keep spending $200 million and then they cancel the freaking game when it doesn't go their way. Then you have narrative direction conflicts. You have too many people in the kitchen, too many cooks in the kitchen. They want this story, this story, this story. No one can come to a conclusion. It's just so dumb to me. And then 4 game engines, bro, like just pick an engine and go with it. 4 different game engines. That is just crazy to me, man. It says footage of the game sent to Insider Gaming on the condition that it not go public shows that Wildlands was an open world third-person action adventure game in which players would take control of a character named River. River was part of a group of teenagers called Spirit Bounds who could ward off bad spirits with their magical staffs and ride mythical creatures. This kind of gives me the we talked about in my last video, the Harry Potter vibes, the mythical creatures, magic, you got your friends with you, whatever. Most likely this sounds like a game that was going to be, in my opinion, I could be wrong here, that this game was going to be one of those pay to play, could have been free, pay to play, you jump in. It's kind of like all these other games, live service games are going to come out, and they see that these games are not going so well, and you know what? They canceled it because they thought that this was going to be a big hit. Everyone keeps trying to ride the Fortnite train, and even Fortnite is having its troubles right now with their layoffs over at Epic Games. And now, again, another game that most likely was going to be like that, well, it has officially crapped the bed, and most likely a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and 7 years in the making, and now it amounted to nothing. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous, I think. And it says here, as mentioned in a separate article earlier this year, the game looked awfully similar to the canceled survival game Wild by Wild Sheet Studios, so much in fact that I thought, the writer, that they were identical projects. However, Wild is believed to be entirely shelved, so both these games aren't even coming out. And I will keep it at this. I don't really understand, when are these companies going to learn that they keep trying to make these games, like these live service games? I guarantee you this was going to be a live service game, and they just saw nothing at the end. All this crap that's happened. They spent all this money. No one knows what the story is going to be. And they're spending 4 different game engines on this thing. So they want to make it super realistic, super really great graphics. And like, guys, like, can we stop doing this? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I guess it makes money. People just keep just soaking, eating it all up. Eating anything these people throw out. Any of these companies throw out anything. They'll throw a turd in the wall. People will eat it up. It's ridiculous. I think it's just stupid. Games are too expensive, man. They're $80, dude. And now these games costing $200 million to make with 4 game engines. I'm like, give me a break, dude. Give me a break. To me, bro, there is no reason to be spending that much money on a video game. I could be totally wrong. I'm sure there's going to be people out there. Hey, I worked on a video game. It does cost that much money. You don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But you know what? It's my opinion. 50 million, 60 million, maybe 70 million, $200 million, bro. You're not Call of Duty. You're not Grand Theft Auto. Eidos, man, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? But you know what? 7 years, waste of time, down the drain, and that's it. I don't know what else to say, but guys, I'll leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. I'll continue to do more video game updates. I enjoy doing these videos, and we are on our way to 100 subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.